Daymond John is a visionary entrepreneur.
Tracy, I'll give you $50,000 for 30% if my Bombas guys agree. Are you okay with that?
John is a relatable American entrepreneur and investor with a net worth of more than $350 million. He is best known as one of the stars of ABC's Shark Tank, where he's often referred to as the People's Shark for his ethical investment strategy. This mini documentary dives into the life of John, how he founded FUBU, a clothing brand, and amassed an early fortune of more than $6 billion in sales in just a few years. So sit tight, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel for more insightful mini documentaries like this. John was born in Brooklyn, New York on February 23, 1969, and spent his childhood in the rough neighborhood of Holland's, Queens. He's been a huge lover of hip-hop and rap since he was a child. While working full-time at Red Lobster and selling handcrafted hats on the side, John noticed a market gap. Stylish clothes were out of reach for urban youngsters like him. That's how the concept of FUBU came to be. For us, by us. FUBU, a clothing company focusing on providing attractive, affordable streetwear for young people, was John's first taste of success. FUBU grew from a little home business to a nationwide brand between 1992 and 1998. FUBU made $350 million in sales at its peak in 1998, but Daymond John's net worth was only beginning to climb. By 2016, FUBU, the clothing brand John founded with 3 friends for $40, surpassed the $6 billion annual sales mark. The company is on its way to $7 billion to $8 billion in annual sales. John is recognized for his people-centric investment strategy and has claimed that he enjoys providing prospective entrepreneurs with once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. On Shark Tank, Daymond John has invested a total of $8.5 million in 61 transactions. Here are some of his most successful acquisitions to date. Bombas. Bombas is not just Daymond's most successful investment, but also the most successful investment deal in the show's history, with a total lifetime sales of $225 million. His current stake at Bombas Company is valued at $34 million. Spikeball. After Mr. John invested $500,000 to acquire a 22% stake in the innovative ball game, the company has grown into a $100 million startup. His current stake should be close to $22 million. Hell's Bells Helmets. This blockbuster Shark Tank deal netted John a 50% share in the 3D helmet design company. With the company's price approaching $10 million, his present ownership should be close to $5 million. This is Daymond's most significant initial investment. Bubba's Q Barbecue. For $300,000, the Shark acquired 30% of this brand of handcrafted boneless ribs. With revenue exceeding $16 million in 2017, Daymond's stake at the company is currently worth around $4.8 million. Aquavolt. This company, which makes portable chargers and other important travel gear, was valued at $20 million. His initial $75,000 investment has already grown to slightly more than $5 million. Go-Go Gear. The 2 Go-Go Gear founders appeared on Shark Tank and struck a deal with Daymond for $300,000 in exchange for 65% of the company. The trendy biker apparel line was perfectly up Daymond's alley. Daymond's share in the company increased to around $4.8 million after reaching $7.48 million in revenue in 2021. Daymond John splits his time between Manhattan and other New York counties. The television personality resides in a stunning apartment in Midtown Manhattan, directly across from the Empire State Building. Based on the neighborhood and the value of surrounding apartments, a reasonable approximation for the worth of his New York apartment would be around $5.2 million. He also owns a Dutchess County house and hundreds of acres of land in New York. He owns a farm with animals, a fruit garden, and over 1 million bees on that estate. Listings for nearby estates range from $6 million to $45 million. Because Daymond's estate is on the ocean and has hundreds of acres of property, a price of $15 million is appropriate for its size and asset quality. When it comes to investing in business, Daymond isn't an idealist. He recognizes that business is really about solving problems and giving supply where there is a demand.